Lanzhou beef noodles from yesterday, Lanzhou beef noodles today. It's been a while since we've had Lanzhou Lamian. Oops, I meant Lanzhou Niuroumian. And we were bowled over by the two bowls we had yesterday. So today we decided to seek out more Lanzhou beef noodle soup. We're inside a shopping mall today because unlike the majority of dingy street side Lanzhou noodle shops across China, the place we're visiting today is a well-funded brand from Shanghai, just like Qiaomeileng from yesterday. If you enjoy noodles too, hit that like! Relative to the noodle soup a day ago, the broth here at qiaomeileng is lighter, fabulously beefy as well, but not as greasy. If this were a lean, mean piece of filet mignon, yesterday's broth would be a fatty slab of ribeye. With this bowl, there's another dimension coming from the sweetness of the radish, which, if you recall from the previous video, is the second essence of the 5 essences of Lanzhou Niuroumian beef noodles, summed up in the phrase 一清二白三红四绿五黄, as in clarity, whiteness, redness, greenness, yellowness. The whiteness refers to the white radish. In that other video, I concentrated on the clear, beefy soup, which is the first essence of the 5 and the soul of a bowl of Lanzhou Niuroumian. That's often the aspect where shops refer to most. That's what gives Niuroumian its personality. There's also one chief reason why it's called Niuroumian or beef noodles, because the beef stock is so vital. However, as I explained before, the food is more widely known as Lamian pulled noodles outside its birthplace of Lanzhou. So this time, let's focus on noodle, the 5th essence. It is akin to the bone of a bowl of Lanzhou Niuroumian. It is the element that provides texture and structure. 昨天 yesterday, Lanzhou beef noodles from yesterday, Lanzhou beef noodles today. There are a couple standard noodle widths and profiles, the majority of which can be found both here and at the other chain Qiaomeileng. For bowls at Qiaomeileng 24 hours ago, we had quan as in white noodle, which is a flat noodle like the fettuccine but made by pulling, not rolling and cutting. When coupled with a powerful beefy broth, quan noodles could almost pass as meat slices on their own. Yesterday, we also had ersi as in double thin, which is a round noodle roughly akin to the spaghetti. It's also made by pulling and is one of the most common choices. For one of our bowls here at qiaomeileng, we have si as in thin. It is actually thinner than the aforesaid double thin. Think of this as capellini in relation to spaghetti. There's also sanlengzi triple thin in between these two, so that'd be analogous to spaghettini. Coincidentally, the thinnest variety is called maoxi or hair thin, similar to angel hair. For the other bowl here at qiaomeileng, we have something neither round nor flat, the qiaomeileng, literally buckwheat angle, named after the triangular buckwheat grain because of its triangular and grooved cross-section. These strands can take on more broth and offer a slightly different mouthfeel, like regular fries versus crinkle-cut fries. Qiaomeileng looks a bit complex, but they too are hand-pulled. There's no way to circumvent the skilled labor, even at these chains. I know that for many foreign diners, the noodle pulling process is as much a draw as the cooked noodles themselves. These pulled noodles are literally called Lamian, from which descended the Japanese term ramen, though ramen was more likely invented at the Yokohama Chinatown by Cantonese chefs rather than originating from Lanzhou Niuroumian of Northwestern China. For our meals here and yesterday, we've gotten other Northwestern foods as well, like 肉夹馍, the so-called Chinese hamburger. However, let's skip these for now because I'll soon begin my series about a unique city located in southwest China but governed as a part of a northwestern province. 再见!